All right, welcome to another Napoleon Total War 3 mod replay. This is a really fun, another nail biter coming down to it, and this is kind of a themed battle as well. We are playing a 4v4, and the theme of it is the corps from the 1805 Alamein campaign. So this is kind of just the crutch of France really turning up the heat. As you see here, we are playing with corps. So we're not only are we playing with France, we are playing with a corps with inside the French army during the 1805 campaign. So over here we have Linné's corps. This will be his fifth corps. So he actually has a really awesome corps of. This guy brought dragoons, some more dragoons, Les Blancs de Cormaguet, some more dragoons. There's this general. We got some 8-pounders and 4-pounders. And then for infantry wise, we've got some. Well, these guys look dull, man. Some line, some 13th Leger, 88th line. And see, these are, check out their hats. They don't have the old, I guess, shako that the French troops of 1812 have. They've got their little, I don't know what you call them, tricoin, bicoin hats or whatever. Those are some grenadiers. Just an awesome look. Mainly all these guys can form square. Up next is we have Soult. I don't know how you say his name. So we'll start with a cav. We got some Chauches à cheval, some 8-pounders, a general. We have some more infantry here, some 10th line that looks like a general, Corps Combat General, and then we've got some guys there. This guy brought a ton of infantry, 36th of the line. Hey, ton of infantry. Man alive, he has a ton of infantry. Which is good, because my army is, look at that. How do they call it? Infallible. Infallible. It's kind of like the British warship, the Infatigable. Or Infallible, I think. Infatigable? I think it was Infatigable. Le Rôle des Vassaux Grenadiers. Well, those Grenadiers look dope. One or two of them have the actual bearskin hat, or bear fur hat. Not bearskin. They got another Grenadier on the line. And some more Grenadiers. And some Trillers, Legion. And these are the cousins of the Emperor. How cool is that? We'll skip over my corps and we'll go check out Bernadotte, which I believe Bernadotte wasn't he a I don't know, family member? Or he was Bavarian or something. He was a German. So we got some grenadiers on the line there. Some some more line. Oh, but here's some Bavarian troops. Look how cool the Bavarian or like the German troops. Look at their hat. Look kind of like a dragoon hat. But these are Bavarian soldiers. Sending along. Oh my God, where'd they go? So I think I just saw some more. Yep, right here. Look at these. These are Bavarian soldiers. So Bernadotte, I think, was Westphalia. I think he was the ruler of Westphalia, or king of Westphalia or something. Maybe. That unit's kind of cool. You got some 10 artillery, some hussars. Oh, they look awesome with their capes. Some more shashes. Look, they're green. It's very nice, very nice. And a bunch of voltigeurs. And up next, I am leading my corps with the lion, Michel Ney, Napoleon's right-hand man. Well, I guess you can say Devoe was too, but Michel Ney, leading or Michael Ney, I don't know. This corps was pretty cool. It was a little smaller than the other corps. It's okay. Got some, basically these are dragoons, but they Cheveux, Legers, Bavaria. So these are actually Bavarian. These are Bavarian dragoons. How cool is that? Bernadotte may have been Bavarian. I don't remember. I know he's German though. See Bavaria, some taxi, more Bavarian dragoons, some artillery, 4-pounders, 6-pounders. Got some dragoons. Nope. Yep, these are more dragoons. And then I've got some Chasseurs archevêques, la Légion Clément Prince. I actually did pretty well with that. So these guys look awesome. Take a look at the infantry. Kind of standard. They look all the same compared to everybody, all the other infantry of these three guys. I got the Invincibles, though, the 32nd Line Infantry Regiment of the Invincibles. Got some Bavarian infantry there. Herzog Wilhelm. Le Lionias. Some more light infantry. They got I don't know what that name means. And some more Bavarians. Awesome as that. We'll speed this up. And we've got some Grenadiers of the Line back here as well as a combat general. So starting out, since we still have a lot of time, I'm going to push up into this town. As you see from the map, it has 3 1-pointers. And the map kind of has this kind of concave line around this. So I'm going to push up. Figure this guy's going to push up on my left. This guy's going to push up onto my right. And Linnaeus is going to push up straight forward. So we're going up against the Third Coalition. So we've going against Austria there, Russia, but the flag looks mixed, so they're most likely made up of. The name is Johann Schmidt. That doesn't sound very Russian, so I think it's a corps that's made up of Austrian and Russian soldiers. So that's kind of cool. Then we're gonna check this out. We got some Austrians over there. And there's another one. That one is a Russian. That would be Konstantin Romanov. So he most likely is full Russian or Russian army. Not full Russian, I have no idea. We got that guy, Ferdinand. And then we have, is that Ferdinand? No, it's Heinrich. So we're pushing up. I'm fanning out with my cav. Got 3 of my cav. How many cav do I even have? I got 4 cav. So I got fanning out with 2 cav over here. This one's kind of coming here. So I feel like I could see anything coming through on my Hussars or my Chasseurs Archevêques, and my Dragoons are going to kind of ward off because I'm more worried about the Russian cav than I am the Austrian cav. So I'm kind of move up through there. Taking the roads in this mod, if you do take the roads, it does give you a advantage of speed. Your guys will move faster. Already French line infantry, though, is relatively fast compared to some other nations. You can tell by when you look at the name, it says the name of the unit, and then it says like an L3. This means line 3. That means their speed. So L3 is kind of the same. I mean, not same, but it's kind of a decent speed. We've got some L5, so they're pretty fast. So we're pushing up. Kind of got my, a town fight going to happen. We have the Lion of France here, Michel pushing up to lead his men to glory. Originally I was Linnaeus, but I kind of had that taken from me because his division was, his corps was pretty good. He had a really good corps. I have a good corps, but I feel like I got shafted a little bit, but it's okay. I fully enjoyed this game. This game was a really fun game. To me, this mod, it doesn't always... The games don't last as long. I mean, they last way longer than vanilla games. But I feel like they're due to the accuracy and everything like that. It means a lot more when you have like a really game or you stay on the battle or you have a lot of staying power. If you could get over 400 kills, that's like a pretty good game. So the Austrian Hussars are showing up on the map. Already outnumbered in cav. Russian player has his guys up on my left. I'm like, dang, this guy's still kind of got some of his units. He has a lot of his units staying put, like way out there. And he's got some Hussars here, but he's not pushing up. And Sol is still in the back, but Linnaeus is pushing up. But I mean, that's already 4 cav. I don't know if that's both armies there in front of me or just one, but I'm already outnumbered in cav, so that was one thing about Michel's corps. He did not have very many options of cav. I pretty much have the max cav I could have. So these guys are walking up. This is a really good line infantry unit. that I had. I was hoping they weren't going to be seen, but they need these calves. Oh, look at that. The first, I guess that's the first regiment, Hussar, and their nickname is the Kaiser. That's pretty dope. Palatine, Kaiser. Oh, I guess he has the same one right there. Okay. So we're pushing up. He pretty much stops pushing up. Like there's no reason for him to stop pushing up. As you can see later, like as this fight goes on, my left side irks me a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. This unit does stall out because I forgot to tell them to keep moving. But I do start seeing the first line infantry appearing for the Austrians at the edge of the town. This house right here, I'm going to slow it down to a normal play speed. Sol is coming up behind me. The French player here of Linnaeus is pushing up. I start seeing pretty much the entire Austrian army is in front of me now. Pushing up my artillery. My infantry is coming up through the town. Now at this point here, I was like, look, all right, if I can get in this house, I can probably hold it and wait for my reinforcements. Because taking the house is harder than being in the house and protecting it, I guess, defensively wise. So these guys, I'm like, all right, cool. You know, he's got a unit here of line infantry coming in. So I'm like, all right, cool. These guys, they're going to the house. We're going to get them there. I'm going to take this house first. He's going to have to get me out of the house. And automatically just start shooting into these guys. These guys are running up. They got to help their French comrades. They must. Sol is kind of... This is his line way back here. He needed to move up into this area here because at this moment... I am kind of in a, as you say, a U almost. I am bulging out from my line. Because we've got this town, enemy cav, so I'm kind of, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know what that looks like. Jetting out right here. Yeah. He needs to move up. And this guy, look at it, his army is so spread out. The Russian player is right here. This is where the Russian player is, right here. And he's got his whole army still way over here. I mean, he's got his guys marching in. The fight has commenced. I've actually throttled off those guys, and then these Austrian troops are trying to push in. The one good thing about the French army during this time period is they're pretty much better than everybody else's army. The Russian player right here looks like he's got some dragoons going to come down, trying to take my general because I had him up here trying to support. Luckily, these guys can form square if he decides to go after those. Those guys can too. What's he got? So he's going to go, but I'm going to form square. He's not going to really be able to move around, so I'm not worried about him getting to this army. So these guys are pretty much, I'm going to try and get my dragoons around. My artillery is starting to open up. Really want to hit his cav though. There is a charge here. I completely forgot that I had these guys there. Neither one of these French units can form square, which is pretty sad. I was trying to get at least one square unit with a non-squareable unit, or a square unit with a non-squareable unit. But I completely forgot that I had that unit there. But look at that. I mean, the Austrian player, you know, his whole army is right here. These guys are still duking it out. This unit is a Hoss. So already it's looking really good for me. At this point, I really wasn't worrying too much. Still have this flank not covered due to the cav. But this guy does end up actually throwing these off. These grenadiers actually end up throttling those guys, actually beat them off. And did lose one line, though. That was not a great pick, though, for me. Still have several line. Have 4 regiments moving down here, but the Russian player is starting to come down upon me. So it's still not looking good for me. Most of my army is jutted out right here. On the far right, it looks a little more interesting. Linnaeus is starting to get surrounded by Russians. He was typing in chat that he was pretty much pushed pretty hard. He pretty much, I think this may be the guard. Yeah, this looks like a lot of guard. A lot of guard for the Russians. So he's actually got a pretty decent stain, but I don't know what he's doing with his units looking like that though. He needs to get them out in line. Like come on, dude. This is a general right here, and like, what are you doing? So that's what happened on this game. Okay, was this guy complaining the entire time? While I'm up here in the thick of it, literally fighting two guys. He's fighting two guys, but he's fighting two cav. I am pushing back. These are 4 grenadier units, I believe. Yep, all 4 grenadier. Where are these guys at? Oh, these guys chased up. Look at how big these flipping cuirassiers. I don't even know if we have any cuirassiers on the field for the French. But see, this guy's sitting here. He needs to push. I'm fully engaged with the Russian soldiers here on this hill. I do like look. They're right here. This is where they are. Where they are. He needs to get these guys up, surround them. The Austrian player is trying to flank me. This is getting a little serious. Solt is finally pushing up, but as you can see, he just kind of draws a line, draws a line, draws a line instead of just moving up. And I still don't know why this guy's got his units in battle ready, battle formation. But so we got some more Russian troops coming on. But I mean, my guys are giving them the business. This is at the point when the French military was starting to reach its true peakness that you see in the 1806 to 1809 campaigns through Germany, Poland, and Austria for the French. But I am being surrounded. Like, I'm being cut off. This dude has all these guys right here. And I mean, the Russian player does pull back, but he's not, he has no, as you would say, I guess, fieriness to move up. This guy needs to continue to move up. I was feeling super exposed at this moment in the fight. I do a charge with my cav because both of these units cannot form square. The grenadiers can, but if they go in the square, they're going to get eaten alive by my line infantry here, which they do. And they are just getting eaten alive. But this fight was going really well for me. As you see, this guy stopped. Like, come on, like, push up. This is like a perfect time. This is the perfect moment. I'm engaging half of the enemy army right here. You need to move up with your entire enemy army. Engage them. Push them back. Don't let them have time to redeploy. Like, he's just getting all the time in the world to redeploy. I mean, the Russians need some more guys right here. Like, this is not. I'm being pressured. Like, if I lose out at this position, it's not good. This guy is still sitting back. This guy's on a full engagement with 2 players too. Like, we have 2 players not even engaging the enemy, while 2 of us are fully engaging 2 enemy guys, 2 enemy teams, or too many players. I mean, he's got the guard over here fighting him. I'm fighting against Austria and Russia. Look at this unit of flipping Ulani right here. I mean, I'm getting flanked. Like, come into this field, push up, help me out. You know, this is a little nerve-wracking, but I mean, my line was literally tearing into the Russians right here. Grenadiers are really good in the charge, really good in melee, but they're not the best when it comes to ranged combat. They don't have the best reload rate or accuracy. Sometimes they have really good accuracy, but they don't have the reload rate. But you see, if he just pushes up his infantry, he could have sent this army here to help against these Austrians. But I don't really know. They weren't really responding in chat, so it was a little frustrating to say the least. As you can see, this guy does move up, but he's scared. He's like, this is the moment. I have my 2 artillery pieces blazing into this flank here. And my infantry is shredding. This is like one of the first games where I was like, dude, this is a great game. My infantry is doing just awesome. This is when I really just learned that the French infantry at this point in time were just really good. See, there's the Shako hats, kind of. But I'm kind of figuring out this game a lot more than I was maybe like a couple weeks ago. Let's see if this guy can, this is the moment. Keep going. And he's just not. He's sitting back. He's got to go. He's deployed his cannon, though. Good. I mean, that's... No, he doesn't even deploy his cannon. He's got this hill that he can shoot down on these guys. Or get the... If he could get this hill right here, he could shoot down into this whole valley. Luckily, I just have a good army. The lion is leading his men. Where is the Nay is here. Inspiring his general so he doesn't get shot by him, though. These guys in this house are down to 52 men, but they have just done the business too. Trying to shoot into these guys here, they're just sitting here. But look, just come on. Like, look, you have so many men. Sorry, I'm gonna rant this game because this was such a good game, but it was kind of to the point where it was like, all right, look, guys, we have to make something happen. It looks like the enemy disengaged with the French here, but also looks like he's kind of pushed back into here. I'm sorry, not really paying attention to that side. But I mean, look, he's just still moving one at a time. Do break off those Ulani. I think they tried to charge artillery, but I think they got beat back by this cannon piece into them. Like this is the moment. Like I am literally annihilating these guys. Don't give them time. Let's go check out this side, because this side is just a lot of shooting. So over here, looks like the Cav has been broken off. Yeah, I don't think he stood much of a chance against Imperial Cav, but his infantry was not really set. I don't really know what's going on. He's completely surrounded. Yeah, Russian Cav is behind. This guy's not paying attention. He has his Socios à Cheval and Dragoons way back here, both with some 8-pounders. But finally, this guy's units are arriving, and we do start beating them down. I've completely just wasted this entire Russian front here. Dropped them down. Lost a lot of Frenchmen there. But I mean, all for, for the most of it. But I mean, this is it. Like, you need to push. If he can engage this Russian army here on this hill and trap them here, and I can push up through here and flank them from behind, this army is cut off. It's completely cut off, and we can end it. Like, I mean, he has most of his army just gone. This is perfect Napoleon strategy. Like, pin down one army, cut off the other one, and then, it's done deal. But he's coming around to link up with me. If he would just push this hill now, it's a done deal. I mean, my army is starting to push up. But I mean, this artillery piece is 6-pounders, but there's 4 of them. This is 3-pounders, and there's 2 of them. So I mean, this is not a favorable front for me to even fight on. He's going to charge those guys, which can't form square until this unit there, which isn't any good. Because that's a devastating loss to me there. But see, look, he stops again. Come on. This is frustrating. I was typing in the chat. Let's go. Come on. Like, this guy's finally got into it. Like, right here. He's got it going. We're pushing up. The Austrian player is on his heels pretty much. He's lost a ton of infantry in this fight. This Russian unit does break off those line infantry, though. But those line infantry were about Dunsky anyway. But I mean, this guy needs to push up, engage the enemy. But he waited too late. Here we go. Here we got Bernadotte finally moving in with some cav. If you could take these guns offline, that would be great. Do break off one of the French dragoons there. I mean, Russian dragoons. I mean, we are pushing them back. It was hairy for a second, but we are pushing them back. There we go. There we go. There we go. Bernadotte's got something going on. Takes out the heavy piece of artillery. He's rushing his men up. There we go. Getting gun range. There we go. Those guys aren't even shooting back. So at this point, it's me that needs to get up here, because he's engaged. But see, this guy starts pulling back a little bit. So this time, most of my units are pretty winded, though. They're pretty tired. I know my cav is very, very tired. But I got some Shoshos on Chevelle. Then I'm going to try and get around. Get this artillery piece, I would think. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Yep, there we go. Knock out this artillery piece. That's good, because it's coming to canister shot range. There we go. Knock him dead. Knock him down. But see, he needs to move. His guys aren't even in range anymore. It's like he has a good moment, and then he just falls back. This French player up here has been cut off. I don't even know where the Russian guard is. There is Cav behind us, so that's no good. These Hussars are going to push in. They didn't really get a great charge off. The Russian player is about to he's about to fully retreat. So we've lost the initiative here. I am taking pot chaps at Johann Smith though. Where's my Cav? My Cav is ultra tired, exhausted through all these fights. Dang, Johann got away. But I am getting pot shots at them as they retreat. Austrian player is fully retreated back here. So at this point, we're going to fast forward because these games are long. Because at this point here, just a little quarrel here. We've got some baddies behind us. Yeah, some guard behind us, taking out that party piece right there. Yeah, come on. I do start loading them artillery. It's time to move them up. Start moving my infantry over, trying to get as many pot shots as I can at these guys as they try to move away from the front. I don't even know where this guy's artillery is. Where was it? Where is it? Where is it? That's gone. How did you lose that? Oh my gosh. So we still got an 8-pounder, 6-pounder back there. And Jean Linnaeus is back there. He's got some line here. Fully still. And more line there. Let's see, the Austrian player is starting to encircle this guy. Enemy Cav just kind of decides, who did we lose? Who did we lose? That guy. I don't even know which one that was. The stand in front of French line infantry, which isn't the bravest, is brave, but not good. Cav is still exhausted and very tired. Artillery is starting to move up. Artillery this match really did work, a lot of work too. Looks like the guard has moved over. So I really don't know what this guy's doing. Okay, he's got some guys moving in from behind. So here we go. But this guard, so that was kind of a disadvantage for us too. One of the Russian players is playing with the Russian guard. So it's a little tough because I don't think we have very many. I think we've just got a lot of line. We don't have a lot of just elite soldiers. See, he's stopping on this hill. Like, I mean, I love the whole move a little and cautious behavior with your voltages in front and everything. Like, I love that. Like, that's a very, very, very good tactic, you know, not to rush into things, but we have the enemy on the run. Like, we had the opportunity to cut them off on this hill. We lost it. I mean, I could have pushed harder maybe up this hill and pushed here and cut them off and surrounded them. That would be my fault, and I would take blame for it. But I mean, there should have been a higher engagement right here on this ridge. Would have been a way more engagement. We do have some guard hussars behind us too for the Russians. These guys are still in the house. These guys are troopers. They went down. They do end the fight with 26 here though, but they have guys littered all around them. I start rushing up my Frenchmen. I try to get this guy to push up here with the same time, because I believe fully that we can outmatch the French, I mean the Austrians, in a line battle. See, he's taking the long range. He just needs to come straight down. Maybe I took a spot. I don't know. My artillery, though, is moving into position. These 4-pounders and a 6-pounder. I think my 6-pounder will take a position on this hill, while my 4-pounder is about to be straight up in their face. We are winning the line fight. Looks like the Imperial Guard for the Russians have charged in, it looks like. That's devastating. When I saw this, I was like, this is not good. These units here, see, she needs to get these units over here too. it should beat out. I mean, these guys should beat out these 3 units. He's going to put the artillery in there. My units do start running here. I don't know what. That's not my units. So this is not good. Our center is completely broken. Looks like we did get knocked. Yeah, we knocked some guard out of the fight. But I mean, Konstantin Romanov is still in the fight. That guard unit has 122 guys still in it. 77 in that one. This is when is this my? Nope. That's my Cav. My Cav got in the fight. I think I tried to send him over to surrender. I mean to save them, give them support. But these guards are just going to go down the line now, and they're going to take out the infallible. Maybe they can break them off. That'd be awesome if they could, because this is just a domino effect right here. Not good. So that's what's going to happen. Artillery is going to get in this guy's face and just bust them up. Let's see. Are they shooting canister or are they shooting regular solid shot here? Let's see. Let's find out what we got. Who are they going against? One of these two. Boom. Canister shot. You saw all the ripple effect get up in there. See? Yep. Dang. Hurting them pretty bad there. Grenadiers of the line. He's getting flanked. He's getting flanked there. I don't know. The Austrian has pushed fully with his cuirassiers into the center. This guy is fully engaged over here on the left-hand flank, though. So he is actually starting to rake a Russian line with really good fire. I'm shooting solid shot, I believe, into the Austrian lines here. I could have moved up my artillery piece a little closer. Let's see what we got. Ooh! Oh! Y'all saw that, didn't you? Yeah. They're literally a section gone. I think these guys ran out of ammo, so I believe they're making a daring assault. Let's watch some artillery fire. Right over their heads. These 6-pounders are great. Yeah, you're just now reloading? Let's see what we got. Ooh, artillery shot hit my own guys there. Dang. Not my own. Ooh, yes. There's a charge from some of my men. Try to get Ney up there to kind of rally the troops. I am not winning this gunfight. Most of these units are pretty dang depleted, about half. Going against fully armed, these are 157 guys in this unit. There's a ton of guys. This is the front that I'm really worried about. I really need this guy to push. I'm winning this front. We're winning sort of here. The break of the center has really broken our back. Artillery from the Russian, and I mean that's guard artillery, and you know that they know what they're doing. And we got some 10-pounders from the Austrian player. Little 4-pounder though, it's going at it. But I mean the flank of the Russians is starting to be broke. He's starting to break them. I pull back my guys because they are winded, tired, everything. Most of my guys are at this point running out of ammo, which is going to be a problem in the long run. You would think if this game was going to last. We are at the halfway mark right here, and there is no definitive winner. Like I've said, we do have these points here if it does come down to a draw or a time. I think my artillery is starting to begin to focus on this Grinzen infantry. I believe those are the actual, that is a unit of, well, it looks like I'm aiming at that artillery, Johann Smith. I think I'm aiming for Johann Smith. I want to be that guy. At this point, it's pretty difficult. If I can kill him, then hopefully we could break or have a rout of some of these guys here. I don't think I kill him, but I do rout him. French player here is getting surrounded. He is breaking that unit though. We are starting to break some of the guys here. I don't know if that had to do anything with the general being shot or not. He is starting to flank around. See, he loves his big flanks. But do they work? 6-pounders are in action. Boom! Check that out. 4-pounder. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm starting to devastate. Having some devastating fire on these guys. A general's nearby, so he's most likely giving them some accuracy buffs and everything like that. But we are starting to nail into them. Like, man, yeah. This unit of Grinzer are getting the business from the 6-pounder and the 4-pounder. They are starting to break. If we take a look at the rest of the map, our center has collapsed. I mean, this is where we have the most with this unit right here. As you can see, it looks kind of like a little Gettysburg. If you know Gettysburg, we got a little round top right here. And as you can see over here, the fight is even, it seems. The French are honestly outdueling the Austrians in musket fire, but I believe this artillery piece is just messing them up. If he had any grenadier, he needed to move this grenadier and just definitely just charge here. Well, that's a grenadier and that's a pioneer, so it really wouldn't matter. Oh no, he does form square though. That unit completely broke off. They were getting hit too hard by the artillery. It is not going good for us on this section of the land. This guy has beaten these guys back. We are starting the mash route. Artillery was able to break those guys. It's time to push up our infantry. Looks like Bernadotte is pushing up. I do see an obvious opportunity with my Dragoons that this artillery piece is a 10-pounder, and I don't want to deal with it anymore throughout this game. Uh-oh, lost. I play hockey. We lost some guys. Other general. So this fight over here is a loss. I believe he did lose his general over there. So Linnaeus is dead. He should have kept moving these guys around. I mean, these cuirassiers are breaking these Saussures, Achevel. That is not good. That is, I think, our last cavalry unit on the map, except for my Dragoons here. My artillery is shooting. See, these guys, he holds them back so long. They need to be pushed up. We are breaking them. I do break that artillery. That infantry unit right here. These are actual Hungarian or these are German Hungarian soldiers. So these are Austrian. This is one of the Austrian units for this corps. I do bring in some more guys. We need to try and break these guys as much as possible. Because this fight is coming down to the wire. We are hitting the 40-minute mark, for the 35-minute mark, but the enemy has a strong point here, and we have broken several units here. My Dragoons are being surrounded. Hey, excuse me. By retreating soldiers. Hopefully, none of these guys come back, but I highly doubt that. But I saw that this was our moment to shine, so we are going to fast forward somewhat. Kind of cut some time out of this because we're just going to be some more repositioning. Some musket fire is going to go off a little bit every now and then. But other than that, it's just repositioning. The entire enemy army is retreating. Let's see here. Bernardot's got some guys in there. A house in there. So at this point of the game, I don't really know where it's going. Start looking at our houses that we've got, our LOCs. I know we've got 1 point there, 1 point there. And we've got Sol with his Chulars and 1 up there. So we've got 6 points. We do have 6 points. I don't know how many the enemy has. It's a great guess. But we have at least 6. My army is up in this middle area. Sol is on my right, and on my left is Bernardo. He did actually run up some of his units to start doing some crossfire on some of these retreating soldiers. But Linnaeus' corps is being fully routed at the moment. How does this Hussar unit only have 10 guys and they haven't routed off the battlefield? Sometimes it's insane. It's insane. Now we have 7 houses. I think one person took another one. But at this point, this is the last of Linnaeus' soldiers being routed off the field other than these guys up here. So we are being routed. So I try to get Bernardo. Bernardo has the most complete army still in the field, with a lot of line and his voltager still. He still has the most of it. He has the most infantry on the field and most. He is our route to victory at this point. And I believe those 10 Hussars, I think, got behind and got artillery, which is annoying. One of my artillery pieces. They did not get both of them, I don't think. Only one. This one was my 6-pounder was still in the back. So we're good. My 6-pounder was still back there. But I was also like, how the heck did it get through all these guys? But it did. It did. Sol still actually has a lot of units. Yeah, I guess that artillery piece. I don't know how. I don't know why it was here, but I guess I believe that guard artillery just pooped on it. That 12-pounder. We did take this house. Linnea sent some guys, so we're sitting at 8 points. But I think, let's see here. If I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 8 to 7 right now. So the game ended, we have a win, but at the moment we are still vying for control. This is the hodgepodge of what's left of the Third Coalition on this front. The Austrian player still has a lot of guys over here. I don't think the Guard actually has a lot, but the Austrian player does have a still significant amount of units. Which, how does that unit not break? How does that unit not break? How does that not break? So it's, I don't know how sometimes. So I'm moving up on the far left. I got, that's Linnaeus' guys. I think he left at this point. He didn't really see the point of staying. So we still have a pretty good line, but they're still extended. The Austrians have so many men on the field. What is cool about these theme battles, though, is that the units are a little cheaper in the theme battles than they are in the more custom battles. So you'll have way bigger armies than you do typically for a faction. Like I think the Spanish, if you play the peninsular stuff, you can get, I mean, like the full 28. I think you get 28 max units instead of 20 in vanilla. So you can get like 28 units fully in this game. We have lost sound, maybe. Some shooting is lost. I do have one of my units. I mean, at this point, I only have like 3 or 4 units that are still have ammo. At this point, we needed to really pull back and just hold out the town, probably. We're closing in on 15 minutes left. But like always, this guy is starting to separate himself from the rest of the group. I don't know who Bernardo is. I don't know what kind of marshal he was. But apparently he liked to go on his own. Ooh, those guys took a hit, but no worries. They're champs. They're going to get right back up. This Russian artillery is starting to hammer us. Man, that's a big flipping gun. Load them up. Let's see what we got here. Boom. Oh, hit that hill. Dang, come in. Nice protection, though. Got some, these Kazakhs. Yeah, they're going to go in. What they're going to do, square off one of them. How do they not break? They just, golly. Dang. Austria has a lot of cav on my flank here, so I'm having to block it off before his infantry comes so I can try and shoot some of these guys. So at this point, I mean, this is going to be fast forward for the rest of the game. As you see, this guy did not fall back. I told everybody that we probably need to fall back to the town. We have the LOCs. We did lose this one, so we're now back at 7. So if they fill that one, so they're winning now if they have them, but I highly doubt they filled these two. So they're only sitting at 6 while we're sitting at 7. So I have no idea. But we're full movement back in the town. The guard. These are the last 3 units of the guard infantry, I believe. Linnaeus has one of his last units being shot to death here. My artillery is still in action, which is great. And I don't know, those guys they did a Klingon or Romulan cloaking device. So I'm just going to start shooting the Romanov here. Maybe we can kill Romanov. We can break off some stuff. But I'm trying to. I have Ney, all my units here defending. I want Sol to kind of defend because I think not very many of these units have ammo. There's his infantry again. Because I'm very low on ammo at this point of the game. Sol still has some pretty big units. 76 is probably about the most men I have in a unit at this point, and it's these guys, and I think they're out of ammo at this point too. So ammo was a problem. I do run off Romanov. I may have killed him, so I was pretty happy with that. I was like, cool. As you see, this guy is completely separated again, and now he's in full retreat, running his men away. I don't really know what his thing was, but one of the Austrian players tries to go from artillery. There's one of my other units are out of ammo. We'll slow it down some. There's some musket fire as it just ripples through. That's one of the cool effects. Like, it's just sporadic. A lot of my guys are starting to look like they are breaking. I don't even know. Is my general still alive? Is Ney still even alive? Ney may be dead. Was not paying attention. He may have been routed off the field right here. I think that with that infantry unit or that cav unit coming in. I am going for the Hussars here. Let's see another round. Some rounds go off. See if we can't see any guys flying off horseback. No. Maybe one of the other two. Oh, there's one right there. Yeah, there we go. Breaking them up. The Austrian player is starting to push. We didn't get anything. Can we get another one? Come on now. See what we can get. Yeah, nope. That all misses. So this guy really needed the push right here. His one unit though is starting. Yeah, his one unit broke those guys. It's pretty sweet. The guard is kind of flanking around at this point as well. The 12 pounders for the Russian Imperial Guard are starting to push up. Austrian players starting to move around. Oh, that's neat. You can see the shots bouncing off the building here. Pew, 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 pew. It's time to back up some more. What we got going on? We got some artillery shooting in still. We're going to pack up. No, we're going to go for those guys. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go for those guys. Ooh! I think I just witnessed that guy take a cannonball to the face. He may have just got up. Where's that guy? The Russian Guard artillery is really, really good. We are overmatched on this side. We're going to fast forward some more and see what's going on over here. Looks like the Austrians are trying to push up, but this guy is obviously raking them with gunfire as they do. These Bavarians are holding them off. Dadgum. Dadgum. They are holding their own. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He held his own and he killed a lot of guys. And he did take away a bunch of men. But Bernardo, I don't know. Pushing back these guys. He's brought up his own 5-pounder. I'm down to 2 out of my 3 artillery pieces here. The Russian Guard is somewhere over here. There's 3 units. He is backing off. The Austrians are backing off. Well, there goes my artillery piece. There it goes. Bye. And it's been routed. So we are closing in on 6 minutes left. We have 7 points. Most likely they have this one because they obviously got us out of that house. Don't know if they decided to garrison any of these up here. Here comes the guard. Let's check out the guard. They have some cool, awesome units. Look at their pin-up hats and everything. Shakos. This was a bloody battle, though. It was a super fun battle. These games just last a really long time, but they're worth it sometimes. They're worth it. They're worth it. Bernardo is being pushed back. Looks like his voltigeurs are still trying to engage somewhat with the Austrian line infantry. This guy played really, really passive, which could help him or not help him. But I also think he's kind of new to the Napoleon, which I'm new too, so it doesn't really matter. But he still has some really thin lines for this mod. The guard is starting to push around. Austria is starting to push up as well. Point blank range, these guys end up throwing the guard back. But I think the guard has seen some heavy combat of late. Look at these. Both these units are down to the nitty gritty, like 51 of 145 guys, and they're taking some pot shots from these Frenchmen. There goes another unit of mine is out of ammo. Cav coming in, hoping that this house can shoot at some of these guys. Basically, this is just a blob of infantry now that I have. There's nothing I could do with them except bayonet some people. I'm hoping to hold these guys back. I do. It's great, cool, but I've lost 3 units, so I've got 4 units left. Let's see. Do I have many more? No. So I have these 4 units right here, and then this unit in the house, and that's it. And half of these guys probably don't have ammo. These guys have done really well for themselves, trying to take some pot shots at the guard as I try to go in behind the house like a sneaky snake. Sneak snake. Bernardo is being surrounded. They just had a ton of guys, and then I feel with the French, you really need to take advantage of fast-moving infantry, make some really good attacks, because if the enemy is allowed to form up with the massive numbers they have, unless you have heavy artillery presence and you win the cavalry engagement, you're not going to fare very well. But we're nearing 1 minute and 30 seconds round. GGs are being spread. I don't think the Austrians can come in and take this town and take all 3 of these houses from us. The guard do come in here, though. I do throw in one of my units, maybe. Yeah, I'm bringing back my all 3 or 4 of my surviving units. These guys, 59th line, we're gone, and they holding out. Bernardo is still up here. I mean, he has an army that could still really, beat these guys successfully, I would think. Most of his guys are lying. So we ended up with 15 seconds left, and sadly, I can't really tell you who really won this. By the aspect of, and we do keep this house, though. I do send in some guys, and we keep it. Can't have it. It goes down as a draw, but I can't tell you who won and who didn't win because I really can't tell you because we have no idea. We didn't say how many we each we had, but it was just a really great game. There's Bernardo with 564. I feel like he could have killed a lot more. I came in at 1600. Third on the second to last smallest army. Linnaeus had the smallest army, but he had the most cav as well. It was a really great game. Bob PL Soul came with about 1,400 kills. Lost about 1,500 though. To see the stats here, my artillery did really, really well. 83 from the 6-pounder. You saw those chunks being taken out of those guys. Those dragoons did really well, 108 kills. Let's find. Infantry did really, really well as well. This 6th line right here, these light infantry had 98 kills, 95, 90, 77. They all add up after a while. And then this is the unit that was in the house from the very start of the game. They killed 351 guys. They did the work of the, I guess this point in time, I guess they're the Empire at this time, or they still, I guess, a Republic. Um, but they, I think, yeah, they're the Empire now. I think 1805 with Napoleon dudes, whatever. They got it 351 kills. All three of these units did, almost four of these units did, or five. 130 kills for the 27th line, 351 for the 59th, 69th, 99, 119 for the incomparable. Nobody can compare to these guys. And then a combat general got a 221. So great game, really fun. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Constructive criticism, all I want. I just want to show this game, share it with folks, and just let everybody kind of see it. It was this awesome game. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.